Why is the lion the king of the jungle? The tigers are the longest, the cheetahs the fastest, the leopard, jaguar, pound for pound, is probably the strongest. Then why is it that across centuries, through many different cultures, in the insignia, in the iconography, in the symbolism, the lion is associated with the king? Is it because of the great mane, presence that the lion has? I don't think so. I don't think our forefathers were so stupid to just look at a big cat and on the basis of how it looks, assign it to symbolize authority, royalty, power, bravery, valor. No, that's not possible. That's not possible at all. You see, a tiger is associated with vitality across different cultures. The jaguar is associated with magic across different cultures. The cheetah is associated with speed. Well, that one's natural across different cultures. But the lion is associated with power, with royalty. Why is that? You see, the national emblem of India, taken from the Sarnath pillar, that was developed by, that was commissioned under the greatest Indian king possibly of all times, King Ashok. And it consists of 4 lions. You see lions associated with the iconography of great kings in Europe, across the world. In old times, whenever you were approaching an important person, you would find lions carved into the halls, on the doors, in the lion, symbolism that you have on doors that you used to knock, those knockers, I think that's what you call them. Consistently, you see that lion is a symbol of strength, valor, courage. Goddess Durga, a Hindu goddess of power, Adi Shakti, is depicted riding a lion. One of the most powerful avatars of Vishnu, one of the fiercest avatars of Lord Vishnu, is the Narsingha avatar. He was part lion, part human. One of the greatest warriors of Ramayana. If you do not know, about all of these deities and all of these entities that I'm talking about, Google them. Ramayana is obviously, it's very famous scripture now, and it has a lot of religious importance. It is the legend of King Ram, who was an incarnation of Vishnu. And in this legend, there is only one warrior who causes havoc and is the most difficult to control by everybody. He's difficult to control by Ram, by Lakshman. He is at times more powerful than Ravan. He's even more powerful than Hanuman. He's more powerful than everybody. It's very difficult to pin him down. Who am I talking about? I am talking about Indrajit, the son of Ravana, Meghnad. And you know what? He derived his almost invincibility from the worship of goddess Nikumbala Devi, who is the consort of the Narsingha avatar of Vishnu. She is the Shakti of the Narsingha avatar. She is part lioness, part woman. There's a very interesting thing associated with lionesses. Let me go off on a tangent for a minute. A lion is very strong, but a lion, they're few, and they spend their entire lives fighting. They have a lot more at stake than a tiger. But the lioness is essentially who runs the pride. She is in charge of the food coming in and the lions that she's ready to mate with. The lioness is not going to protect her king, her lion, if he is unable to protect the pride. Losing the king, losing the ruling lion in a pride means losing her cubs, because the new lions that do a hostile takeover are going to kill the cubs because, they want their genes to be passed on. A lioness is probably the strongest of all, felines, I would say, because a lioness has the understanding and the brute understanding at that of only favoring the strongest. She will only favor the strongest. She will only be loyal to the strongest. Interesting. And in Egyptian cultures, there is this goddess, Sekhmet. She is also depicted as being part lioness, part woman. Sekhmet became so powerful that it was impossible to control her by any of the gods. Originally, Sekhmet started as part god, part human, and then she just completely took over everything. Ra, the sun god, couldn't control him. Nobody could. Because Sekhmet had a unique power. The angrier she became, the more powerful she became. Her anger, her rage multiplied her power. The lion is the king of the jungle because the lion he has a lot more at stake. The lion doesn't hide behind the bushes to attack whoever it wants to attack. The lion takes whoever it wants to take head on. The lion has a lot more at stake. It has a pride to look after. It has lionesses. It has its cubs to look after. It spends 90% of its life fighting. A tiger may be stronger. A tiger may be longer. But a tiger doesn't nearly spend enough time in actual battle. For the lion, 90% of a lion's life is about being fearless in the face of impending doom. A tiger fathers cubs. He's nowhere to be seen. The tigress raises the cubs on her own. She's pretty much a single mother. Not with the lion, not with the lion, no. The lion hangs around, the lion protects, and the lion provides. People think the lions don't hunt. No, they do. It's just that they're so tired protecting the pride, they don't hunt as often. They have to protect themselves from injury, from being wounded. Now, why is the iconography of lionesses? Why is this female lioness part woman deity? Why does she consistently come across in different cultures as a very protective deity? What about Nikumbala Devi would grant, Indrajit the powers of invincibility that he almost had? He was a great devotee, but he was going to do this final homa, this final process of actually sealing that power, which was disrupted by Hanuman and which was disrupted by Lakshman. And so he was not able to carry through with it. But why is it that a lioness is associated with so much power? Because you see, any deity, any power, any force in the universe that has the power to give you everything tests you to see if you have what it takes to be the one who deserves everything, if you have the power to maintain that power. This fierce goddess who's part human, part lioness, what makes her so fierce, what makes her so giving to her devotees is because she only favors the fearless. The lion is the king of the jungle. The lion is associated with bravery, valor, royalty. Because to be royal, you need to understand the importance of sacrifice. Now you have all of the, royals living great lives not long ago. To have that much power, to command that much respect, to command that much clout. It was such a huge mass of people. You have to put who you are aside, and you have to prioritize what you stand for. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the most important lesson. If there is anything that this entire video can give you, besides all of the bites of knowledge, it's this. To be truly fearless, you have to operate from the mindset that what I stand for, what my campaign stands for, what I'm fighting for, what I have to have means more than who I am. Just my selfish desires, just my selfish instincts. I may not want to fight, but if the protection of my seal, my office, my name demands that I fight, even if I perish, I must. If the preservation of my name, if the preservation of my brand, my signature, my reputation demands that I make sacrifices, I am willing to do that. I am willing to do whatever it takes. I'm willing to stare down the barrel of a gun with complete fearlessness and take life on, if that is what is required. Being a lion is about being the person that is necessary in that moment. It is about never giving up in the face of defeat, in the face of impending doom, in the face of great danger, when you're outnumbered, when you have no one to back you up, when the fight is just you. And when you can be like that, you will find an entire pride of lions and lionesses to back you up. Being a lion is leading from the front. When you can be that, you have the support of everybody who looks up to you. Because not everybody can be a lion. To be a lion, you have to be willing to be the first line of attack and the last line of defense. See you again, ladies and gentlemen, in another section of It's Your Time to Fly. This is Jay Kaushal, writer, motivational speaker, and life coach, signing off. Take care.